It is that time of the week again. Wednesday, and time to slap some paint on some models. Or model in this case. Just having a little peek to see what the color discrepancy is at the moment and how much I'm going to have to adjust. Oh man. I'm going to have to actually gap fill this. That is pretty shit. Thanks, Forgeworld. Or am I? How does his head go? I'm wondering. Let's snip this off its thing and then I'll mount it on something else. I just want to see what kind of positioning we're working with. That can go in the bin. Okay, that's going to cover up a multitude of sins actually. That's not too horrendous. It's not great, but it won't be super obvious, I think. It'd be nice if his head wouldn't immediately fall out the moment I touch it. Get back in there and don't break on me, please. Just put a tiny thingy of blue tack in there just so I have something to hold them in place for a sec. And the rest can go on a handle. I could do the back of a cup, I guess. Might actually be nicer. A lot of faffing about. Apologies. I just want to make sure that I'm not painting stuff that I shouldn't be painting because of how it's positioned, but also making sure that if when I'm building, putting them together at the end, that I'm not ending up with some horrendous gaps everywhere. Well, this should hopefully hold his head in for a bit. There's a small gap underneath his wing. Not looking forward to having to hold this while it cures. Yeah, I am going to have to gap fill. How annoying. Okay. Okay, noted, noted. At least we know. Let's put some colour on these wings. Just looking at the muscle mass here on his shoulder, essentially where he's holding, or wing muscles. It at the moment is a little bit too far off the colours on his back. I'm going to have to blend that in slightly more. Thank you for the lurk, White Wolf. I appreciate it. Oh, are you streaming? Twitch. Not yet. Well, you might be in a moment. I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll drop you a lurk when I see you're online. Touching all of this up when he's put together is going to be an absolute nightmare. But hopefully it'll be worth it. Don't know if you can hear the growling, but the dog is not happy with how his bed is laid out at the moment, which is the exact same way it's always laid out. But he is currently digging around, trying to make it more comfortable, more to his liking. Get the impression he's going to instead lie in front of my feet, though. Which is fine, of course. I like when he comes and hangs with me, but at the same time, if he goes and lives in front of my feet, I can't move my legs when I'm sitting here. It does get a bit sore after a while. It's slow progress with this model. I feel like my camera has moved, but it can't be much. Yeah, slow progress, but it's quite nice to see it all come together. He's just moved again, decided that the lovely position he was in, not as good as it looks at the start. So he squished himself next to the bin and the door. Fair enough. I have to go a little bit brighter on this because otherwise it won't match his the skin color on his on the rest of his body. I'm thinking if I should maybe give it like a really light purple glaze. Just to make his skin a little bit more I'll tie in a bit more with his snake body. Careful there. Too glazy. Can't place it anymore. It's just seeping into the cracks. I'll seep in your crack. That's not very nice. That will do, I think. May need to put a bit in here. I don't want it to look, too much like, yes, better. I'll do the same on this side. It really is an unpleasant looking sort of thing on him. Happy for him that he thinks it's nice, but I'm not too keen myself. See if Whitewold has started yet. There he is. I'll drop him a lurk.
And I do need to get him painted.
Mute. And a lurk. There we go. Sharing the love. Excuse me. Gotta love when your OBS just said, oh, reconnecting to chat. Like, oh, fantastic, thank you. Painted, how are you? You alright?
I'm not a shrink.
Posture check. Nice. Oh, that was a good stretch. Nice. And a hydrate. Thank you. Thank you for the care package. How are you today? You alright? How's it going? Pleasure. Good. Glad you don't mind the care package. You okay? Just had food? Nice. It's not. What did you have? Leftover pulled pork. Oh, very nice. Not bad. It's not that bad. Don't know what you put in your pulled pork, but add a bit of veg and you're all it's a lot healthier all of a sudden. Oh yeah, those are nice. I think I actually have one of those in the fridge at the moment. They are very useful to have for those days that you don't want to cook. Or want to put very little effort in cooking, let's put it that way. Because they have more of a half-life than they have a shelf life. They stay for ages. Get like 2-3 bags of pork and potatoes. Just cook it all at once and live off it for a few days. Nice. There's nothing wrong with that. Especially if neither of you really enjoys cooking. Or none of you. Rather, I don't really know how many you're cooking for. There's nothing wrong with making things that are easy. Just you and your wife? Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with making things that are easy and taste nice. It's absolutely fine not to go all out every night or every other night even, or almost never for that matter. It's coming up with things to eat can be a bit of a ball ache. It's one of those things where it's like every meal you have to make, you have to think about. So sometimes it's nice to just go with something that that's just simple, something that you don't have to think about. You can just make, and it's just nice. I'm trying to think of a shade I might put around these veins. I think thinking something. Don't know if I'm gonna mix. I might mix something. Red with don't know. Let me have a think. I'm all right. A bit well, a bit of a downer today for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. Just like a very boring day at work, and I just got in the car to pick up the dog from daycare, and just talking about like things we want to paint. And I just feel like I was sitting there thinking like, I have all these things that I want to paint. Yeah. All these things that I want to paint, and I just feel like I don't have the time, which is absolutely nonsense because Oh, hi Thijs. Welcome Raiders. How are you today? You alright? How was your stream? How you doing? Hello. Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge at the moment. I don't normally. I lie. I do struggle. I need to start taking my vitamin D again, I think. But yeah, I would really like. I just really want to just do the things I want to do, and I feel like every time I come home, I'm too tired to do stuff. And Nick very sensibly pointed out that it's very easy to think of doing hobby stuff as something you need energy for, but in actuality it probably is more something you actually gain energy from. So it shouldn't, in theory, cause you to be more tired or anything like that. Good stream, doing a lot of little things on your SMC piece. Keep working on it all the time. You think it's almost done, and then nope. Yeah, but you can always see more things, right? More stuff that you wanna. Like, oh, I should really do that. Oh, I should touch that up. Oh. Yeah, people drain energy. Is true. I think my main problem is that my work is very uninspiring at the moment, and I find it very difficult to. Well, basically, my energy just sort of falls out of my arse by midday. I'm just like, nope, okay, it's I'm feeling uninspired, and it's a bit upsetting. And the longer I sit there, the more unhappy I feel about it, which is obviously not ideal. What I should do, really, what Nick said, is bring like a small tablet with me to work, and just like scribble some stuff. Like it's maybe work on some emotes or something, learn something new, do something fun. But I still have stuff to do at work that needs to be done, so it's not like I don't have anything to do, it's just the stuff that I don't have to do, it's just really tedious stuff. How have you been recently, Thais? Are you alright? Are you feeling good? You've got a lot of painting done recently. If you're still here, that is. One sec. Yeah, no worries. Take as many secs as you need. And have as much sex as you want. Seconds, I mean. Tea. Alright, now I really hope I won't fudge this up with adding this really, really thin coat of very thin red wash, but I felt like it needed a bit more life. Hoping that by adding a bit of red wash will I might actually also put that in some of the deeper recesses. How's your work going at the moment, Painted? Are you alright? Just gonna quickly put the hairdryer on this for a second. I just want to see if this is doing what I want it to do or if it's going to cause... Yeah, I think that actually... I don't hate that. Oh wow, you're back. So I need to figure out something for Twitch. Somehow the music now stays on the video after you streamed. You don't know why. A long time an error code is resolved, but it doesn't work. Oh. You're way too good at painting as always. This is a lot of airbrushing, to be fair. That helps a lot. I have to admit, I am not sure what setting in Twitch keeps the music. I feel like mine is deliberately set to keep the music, which is why I only ever use the copyright strike. Copyright free music, so I don't end up getting taken down when I'm on or if I post up on YouTube or something. Mostly because I don't particularly want to sit in silence on my streams if I upload them on YouTube afterwards. I don't talk a lot if unless there's people here who talk to me. I don't tend to talk a lot when I'm streaming, because I struggle to come up with topics for conversation, really. My day-to-day life isn't very interesting, so, or not interesting enough to talk about. I don't, besides Warhammer, I don't have any really exciting hobbies. I play World of Warcraft, but it's also not super exciting for those who don't really care about that kind of thing. Been good for a long time for you. We'll look it up later how it happened. They used copyright-free music because of that. Yeah. That's a good shout. I mean, it's one of those things that I am always worried about, because I hate the stress of, for some reason my chat keeps disconnecting. It's very weird. Welcome to the chat room. Fantastic. Yeah, it's one of the things that scares me the most, or scares me, like, worries me about streaming, is ending up with problems. Like, the last thing I want is copyright stuff, or me accidentally using stuff from someone that they haven't opened up for free sharing or free use. So I just to be on the safe side, I always use the free stuff. It also helps that lo-fi is very what's it called? Inobtrusive. Because I'm quite a sensitive soul. Things that, like music, really like have an impact on me. If I listen to something, or if I don't have control over the music, it can really stress me out. Like if I'm not the one looking after the playlist, certain types of music can really make me angry. And even stuff from my own playlist. Like, I can listen to stuff one day, think it's absolutely fantastic, and then 2 days later I'm really, really not in the mood. Evening, Ben, how are you? So, yeah, I'm better off with something that I can sort of ignore and turn the volume down on my own headset. I just have lo-fi on. Yeah, I know. I can make my own playlist on Spotify as well. I can can make you can make your own playlist anywhere really, but I just don't always feel like the stuff that I'm listening to one day is the stuff that I'll be listening to the next day as well. It's a very neurospicy take, I think. Good, nice. Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Haven't checked my vault yet, so I have no idea how happy I'll be with that tomorrow, but we'll see. You had a socket, you said? Anything for the other hunter, or did you not do anything? Our local hobby store announced its next painting competition. And this time they're splitting it into 2. Followage. It's good I was taking to your streaming regard. Yeah, I feel like I have to. If I don't, I will never paint. And I love to paint, but I find it too. And I hope that in some way my tenacity to push through, regardless of whether or not I'm really feeling it, I'm hoping that somehow, some way, it might help someone else as well do the things that they want to do when it's harder. This is one of those. Excuse me. One of those existential crisis kind of things. It's like, where's it going? Where's my life going? I'm nearly 40 and that kind of stuff. You thought you forgot? Oh! I'm pretty sure I signed. I've been asking Nick to create the raid whilst we're still in the raid group. Because otherwise I do forget. I was one of those people who lived by the companion app. Being able to sign up there, because I always forgot. Flo, honey, darling, sweetie, I'm 41, hush. Oh, yeah. It's one of those things. It's midlife crisis or something. I don't know. It's all gravy. It's all gravy. I have? Ah, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for checking. You've been fired 3 times since you moved to Nottingham. It's such bullshit, isn't it? You're just one big crisis. I love it. Well, you're our crisis though, so make of that what you will. I love having you here, and I really appreciate you, so screw employers, screw agencies, screw all of them. Well, obviously. Well, I say obviously. It's not always obvious. I very much know that it's not always obvious. You feel It's very easy to feel like what you do doesn't matter and you're not going anywhere because what's going on in my life? No progress. Well, you're making an impact here. I had you both cackling with that lizard gif, yeah. It was funny though. It was funny. Lizard. Nick loves that lizard. I'm beginning to like it less and less. Because of how people are using it. But the occasional really, really strong meme. Hell yeah. It's very good. Right. Has that improved yet? Can't see much of a difference, but we crack on. And you were an ass when I was saying nice things. I'm always saying nice things. No, but I feel like it's important to tell people that they're appreciated. And I always, if I can, I'll try and say something nice. Also to strangers. Like, try and give people compliments. Just for, like if they're wearing a nice t-shirt or something like that. Something that'll put a smile on someone's face. But it's hard to do that and not be weird about it. Sometimes people look at you very strangely. I do feel like most men don't get enough compliments. Women will tell each other when they're wearing a nice dress or something like that, or if their hair looks really nice. Hi, Mercy, you alright? Or if their hair looks really nice, or if they're wearing a nice dress, or if they look pretty or whatever. And I get the impression that men are too worried about giving each other compliments. That it will sound weird or something. And women are often worried about complimenting men because it will be perceived wrong. Like, come on or something. You know, right, your bread is stuck in the Dutch oven. Oh no! Yeah, the computer ping was me. Yeah, that was my driver update. It shouldn't broadcast computer noises, but for some reason it does, apparently. Is it not done, Mercy? And you broke your brand new spatula? No! What is going on? Is it a cursed day for you today? Dutch oven is such a weird thing, really. I love the way it works. I love how it works. But it's so strange that it does to me. I don't really know why. It's, do you make sourdough or? I'll have a quick look at my stats. Seems to be alright. For some reason, my chat keeps connecting and disconnecting, which is very weird. If you had to run, you couldn't hear it, a robo vacuum crashed into your laundry rack and ran full up. What is this day? Oh no. I asked if you make sourdough or normal bread. What a day. So your bread's stuck in your Dutch oven, your spatula broke, and your robo vacuum crashed into your laundry rack, and now you have to pick up your laundry from all over the floor. That is not the way you want your Wednesday evening to go. Really, is it? Someone's hoovering. It shouldn't be Nick, he should be doing Mythic Plus. Do they not have Mythic Plus? How weird. Normal bread, there's not with a bit of sugar. It grows really nicely, but you have been on a bad luck streak. Dude crashed into your car last week. This morning you got attacked by a road rager. Oh my god, what is going on? Which god have you pissed off? Who do you need to make sacrifices to fix this? Tomorrow you're not leaving the house, you're done with it. Careful, you might get another robo vacuum crash. Now it's a bit bad luck for the rest of the year. Yeah, you would like to think so, jeez. So that is quite enough of that, thank you. Scratched a company car last week with your car because a company van was parked in front of you. Oh god. Did anyone notice? Did you tell anyone? But the bread did taste good, but it fucked. Oh, noticed. Cringe. I'm being sorted through. Well, okay, there's that at least. I mean, it's not great, but that's what insurance is for, I suppose. Yeah. Did you have an issue with didn't want to fill in the insurance for? What? Like, oh, it's gonna bugger up my no claim. And after sending 5 warnings that you will report it to the police. God. It's always so annoying because they'll say stuff like, oh, well, I could just give you 400 quid and you can just get it resolved. Yeah, but if you have to go fix bodywork and stuff, it's going to be so much more expensive than that. It never is just £400. It's the wheel and bodywork and maybe the mechanics that's connected to the wheel. Oof. Yeah, best get their insurance details because it's not something that you're going to want to pay, so... He was probably hoping that you would ignore it or forget about it, or it's like, oh fine, I can't be bothered with this guy or something. Did receive the approval of the insurance company with a list of garages you can use. Oh, nice. Yeah, they always have approved garages. Is it cosmetic damage for you, or is it when you say possibly the wheelbase? I think it was his plan, indeed, stalling so he used to stop. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Nivian and I once we drove back from Warhammer World, I believe it was. At the start of this year, and we were doing 60 like speed limit on one of those B roads where it's one lane and then oncoming traffic in the other lane, so everyone's doing 60 and it's and someone from the oncoming traffic lane decided that they wanted to overtake, and they suddenly swung out in front of the car that was about to pass us. And I swear if Nivian hadn't reacted the way he had, if it was like 3 centimeters more to the side, we would have been people paced in the car. It yeah, it was a very, very close call. And that guy didn't even stop. Our mirror was smashed to bits. And yeah, it was one of those close calls that you really actually have to stop afterwards because you're shaking and worried. And from your view, it's only cosmetics, but you can't check. No, that's fair. Yeah, you don't want to end up with a problem that you find out about month later during your MOT or Apica or whatever your annual check of choices. It was very close, like really, really close. There was a van driving behind us. We stopped, and there was a van driving behind us who pulled in with us. And they were like, "Oh my god, are you guys okay? That was crazy, and I can't believe it didn't stop." And they actually like exchanged numbers with us so we could call if we wanted their dashcam footage or whatever. Yeah, it wasn't pleasant, to say the least. But we lived, bitch. So yeah. Itchy eye. But yeah, so car problems, not fun. Being alive, mostly fun. Right. My hair keeps sliding in my eyes. I think the biggest danger on this planet walks on 2 legs. Oh, 100%. Absolutely. Or drives on 2 and 4 wheels. 2 or 4 wheels. People are scary. I need to hold them the right way up because if I look at them that way, they don't catch the light in the correct way. I have to grab. Do you know what you're doing or are you just winging it? Ha! Winging it. Obviously. Now I think, because I have all the blues on my desk, I think I might just... You'd rather hug a wolf than meet every person. Oh, I agree. He's pro. They look pretty organic, and the blue colour reminds you of butterfly wings. Yeah. Well, they're... Yeah, the really shiny ones. The really glossy black and red wings. Black and blue. Very pretty. Yeah, I think I like them. I may push the contrast a bit more at some point, but for now I think I will leave it there, and then can always do more on it later on. It's just that now I have to try and replicate, or sort of replicate, that color palette on the underbelly scales. That's going to be a challenge. Pascal! Pascal! Oi! How are you doing? Yeah, Fulgrim's going. I'm putting the wings away for a second. I can't believe how much paint I just got on my fingers just from bloody shaking a paint pot and opening up. Yeah, the wings are like that at the moment. Haven't done the spikes yet. Haven't done the teeth on the weird mouth hole thing yet. But I quite like how they're looking. I will do some touch-ups. I can see that I need to clean things up, and I might yeah, might push the highlights a little bit more, get like a slightly, like just a hint of like maybe some blue horror or something. But yeah, this next step, belly scales, and yeah, not sure yet how I'm going to do these. So pray for me. Tired from work? Long day, or just a rough day? Or both? Both is valid. Long day, yeah. I feel you. Loads of happenings. Hopefully not too many unpleasant happenings. Hopefully it was lots of things going on, which can be exhausting enough as it is without them being shit, so... Well, oh no. Just complicated stuff going on. Okay, fair enough. Workers interesting today. Tons of actual technical problems. Wow. And somehow not translating into call volume. That's good. It's nice when it's not one of those user error days, but a day where you can actually do something interesting. Bonk. Ooh, thank you for the hydrate.
I'm not a shrink.
The posture and the stretch. Ooh. Our local hobby store has announced its next painting competition. Models need to be in by the 6th of December. So we have time. But it needs to be winter themed. And I don't have anything winter themed ready to go or on the to-do list, so I am... Which store? It's in Ipswich. They had their first painting competition with their 11-year anniversary. And gave about 4 days notice. Said, oh yeah, well you can just bring whatever model you are most proud of. I was like, well, that's great, but that model I sold, so just paint in our Christmas colours. Yeah, could do. I was thinking about doing a dreadnought in Space Wolf colours. And doing like a winter base, maybe putting them on ice or something like that. Get some of that ice effect technical paint. Add some snow maybe. I'm going to Ipswich when you visited Felixstowe. Yeah! Yeah, Ipswich isn't that nice, but Felixstowe is. What were you doing in Felixstowe? Just a beach, or? There's a Ferris wheel now on the seafront. Which I've been told is surprisingly not all that shit. I haven't been on it yet. I haven't actually changed it, I've just set it to shuffle. It's still slow-fi. Streaming music, so it's I wasn't expecting it to shuffle in other stuff, but here we are. It's nice to have something different for a change. I must admit, I do get bored of the same stuff, but I also quite like knowing what to expect. And this one is familiar. Hey Chris, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you are doing well. And welcome to the stream. Need a bloody ring. They're not dropping for you. I kept getting ones with the completely wrong stats on them. I think I'm okay now. I can't remember what I'm wearing at the moment. Thanks for asking. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm having a good time with him. He's very challenging. I was expecting tricky, and he's actually more tricky than I was expecting. But he's it's a very pretty model, so it's very nice that when things come out. Wormwood Gaming! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for the raid! Can someone do a shout out please to Wormwood Gaming for me? Just typing exclamation point SO and then Wormwood Gaming in the chat. Everyone crafted. Raid, Carol Gaming, hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream, guys. Wormwood, thank you so much for the raid. I'm just, I don't know if someone else is, let me... Wormwood Gaming. I will drop you a follow, and I will also do a quick shout out. Oh, thank you, Painted, I appreciate it. That is what I was hoping. How's your stream, Wormwood? Were you okay? How's what are you working on at the moment? Thank you. I've been yeah, the wings are nearly there. I haven't done any of the spikes yet or the teeth on the weird mouth thingies, but we're nearly there. I need to push the contrast a bit more, get them a little bit brighter on the highlights, but I think we're nearly there with the wings. So it's only taken me God knows how many streams and time off stream as well. I'm a slow painter, so everything takes forever, but I think as long as you enjoy the process and all that. We're doing well. Furniture production. You'll have to enlighten me. What kind of furniture? Tabletop gaming furniture and accessory. That's amazing! Perfection takes time. Fulgrim would approve. I guess he would, yeah. That's awesome. Gaming furniture and accessories. I don't have to. Do you have a link that you can share to a website or an Instagram or something like that? Feel free to drop things in the chat because I am very curious now. Ooh, there we go. Only ship in the US and Canada currently. That's alright. I have Canadian and American viewers. Oh, no way! You know what? One of my friends actually sent me a message probably about 3 weeks ago saying, I found this amazing gaming table. This would be great in the shop if you ever decide to, or if you ever do go ahead with opening a hobby store and, well, basically the dream as dreams go. And that is you. That is amazing. I can't believe you found me. Thank you so much for the raid. What do you do on stream? Do you show the process of making them, or? Benedict Chris Phoenix, thank you so much. Or X-Chris Phoenix. Probably Chris. Cross Chris. Thank you for the follow. Live stream of manufacturing facility. That's crazy cool. I'm gonna have to check you out sometime when I'm not streaming myself. There's something so incredibly soothing and cathartic about watching furniture being made well. Lo-fi music in the background and chill vibes all day. Yeah. Lo-fi is kind of a vibe. I can't stream without it because one, I don't want copyright strike, and two, I don't want to get distracted. There you go. Just realised where your wife and I have several other dice cases. Turns out that you get around, or your stuff does anyway. You have to get going. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much for giving me a bit of an insight in what you do. I hope to see you again soon. Have a lovely rest of your day. I'm assuming it's going to be really late for you now, or otherwise maybe early. Anyway, have a nice rest of your Wednesday, and well, see you soon, hopefully. I really appreciate the raid. That was really cool. Carol Gaming, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Ooh, I have a visitor. Ooh, thank you for the hydrate. I've actually just been supplied with tea. I'm probably going to burn my mouth if I drink that though, so I'll have a sip of my my squash first. Nice. What's everyone up to today? Ooh, you mainly paint for D&D, you never played Warhammer, but most of the stream painters you've seen on here paint Warhammer. Yeah, it's I think Warhammer is probably the largest part of the miniature painting community. Miniatures and models were not an exactly large portion of Twitch, unfortunately. I think on a good day it's about 3,000 people at any given time who watch this category specifically, and I think of that, probably about 70% Warhammer, 20% Gundam, and then 10% other things. Yeah, I just paint what I think looks cool, to be honest. I don't have any armies or anything like that, so... You did that before the door opened, really? I feel like my stream is very slow today. There's been some weird delays going on and chat being delayed coming through. Very odd. Are you clairvoyant? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe you should be. But yeah, as I was saying, I paint Warhammer, but mostly because the models that I find in the Warhammer library are things that I really like, and it's a good way for me to, well, most things that I like to paint, I can paint up and then sell on, which means I can get a bit of money back for the models that I've painted, and then I can buy some more models. So that's how I in part finance my hobby. As much as I would like to keep all my models, I don't have the space. Yeah, I feel like this is a good way to... Do I 3D print any of my models? Some. I've got, incidentally, a couple of 3D printed models. My partner loves to 3D print, so he had like that one. It's used as a proxy for one of the Warhammer factions. Same with this one. Which I think is also very cool. It's a little man in... It's like a battle suit, and the man is in the head. This one specifically I thought was really cool. I painted up his... Well, the second one of the... This one came in threes, like you could buy the STL pack and it had 3 models in it. One of them I painted up for my brother as a commission piece, and one of them was this one. And there's a third one. And they are honestly some of the coolest sculpts that I've ever painted. Really, really, really fun to paint. And we 3D print quite a lot of like basing bits and stuff. Things that we can add onto the base. Like I painted up this little guy from a Warhammer kit, but this whole thing is 3D printed. Obviously, it's literally just had a base coat on it at the moment, but it's yeah, 3D prints for basing bits is very useful. Very useful indeed. Do you use my mini factory mostly for your D&D models, or are you the DM, so do you have to make a lot of models for games, or is it do you just like to make multiple versions of your own character? Hi, Big. Hi, Nick. Bye, Nick. Hi, Big. Loot Studios and some other subscriptions. Nice. Oh, Hero Forge. Yeah, I've used Hero Forge in the past. This is from when one of my friends, or rather, we painted. We printed off a load of minis for our friends and gave them as little presents from when we did a gaming meetup. It was really, really fun. I love how versatile that is, how many different things you can do with it, how... yeah. Options. Used to DM in-person games, they do big battle maps and print all your bad guys and players and that campaign. Oh, after 5 years. I really like that online tabletop gaming is a thing. Like, tabletop simulator and stuff, fantastic. But my brain doesn't do well with tabletop simulator. I zone out too much. Like if I were to have a player in my group who would take too long on his turns, I would have zoned out and been incredibly bored really quickly. I need to have that in-person thing for tabletop stuff. Suxie, you're just starting out with painting, you really enjoy watching, you see that no one uses magnifying glass, or is it just me with bad eyesight? Right, so I don't need glasses normally. Only if I use my glasses only for PC use, really. And I should be using them if I'm tired and driving. That's what my optician said. If I don't wear my glasses when I'm painting, I will have incredible eye strain. I will be headaches in like awful. I can see, but not comfortably, if that makes sense. It takes a lot of effort. I've been sorely tempted to get some of these like forehead mounted like glasses that you can clip on for doing things like faces and all this small little fiddly stuff that you kind of just want to be able to see a little bit better, because it's very easy to stare yourself blind on stuff, especially if you have stuff that's very small. Like if I were to do all this filigree here, I would probably need to start with that if I was gonna really carefully do it. You wear them for all modeling stuff over your glasses. Yeah, that's fair. I definitely feel like it's a good way to help yourself get the best results that you can from your painting time. And I know of a lot of people who use magnifying glasses. And it also, like, it depends on your eyes, right? Like, some people have just... if you're a little bit... if you're getting older, like I am, I really am dreading the next eye test. Specsavers sent me a reminder a couple of days ago to say that I need to go in. If you're getting a bit older, everything just a little bit more difficult. And as much as I would like to say that my eyes haven't gotten any worse over the years. I'd be lying, unfortunately. 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 Ha. That's funny because Florcha is my name. But yeah, it's a tool, like anything else in the hobby. Magnifying glasses are a tool, and you can use them, or you can't. Like you either do or don't. Like no one is gonna say you shouldn't. And if they help you, then that's perfect. That's all you need, really. But yeah, I would need to find some that would be able to go over my glasses, or I'd have trouble. Painter, do you find that if you wear them, that you struggle to like dip your paintbrush in the paint or anything like that? Because I've heard from some people that magnifying glasses are really useful when you're painting, but the moment you move your hand out of your focus area, all of a sudden you struggle to see things. Oh, awesome. Oh my god. Can't reach Google Password Manager. There you go. That's just going to your orders list. So you may need to open your actual, that just opens my Amazon orders for some reason. This year, Christ year is 33. Can't see like a teenager anymore. Full zoom. Sometimes when you can't see something, you feel like your mum. Definitely like using a magnifying glass to paint, yeah. I mean, I'm 40 next year, so I feel your pain. It's a struggle. No, you're fine. Don't apologize. Oh, cool. You'll have to let me know how you get on with them. If they're really good, I might pick some up, or I'll put them on my wish list. See if I can do that here. Add to list. That's fine. That's the wrong list, but that way I'll be able to find it later on. Have you used them yet, Painter, or are they on the way? Use mag glasses that sit in front of your eyes and have two lenses, so you keep that. Oh, okay. You're wearing them as we speak. Awesome. Are they doing well? Where did you get yours from, Caro? Comfy over the glasses. Good to know. Oh my god, Amazon. Ooh, fancy. Can't be shipped to your selected delivery location. Boo. Oh, they've got an actual box of different types of lenses. That's really cool. Very nice. I'm trying to work out what DP stands for in countries. So does yours set? Oh, awesome. I'll yeah, I've added them to my Amazon wishlist. So maybe I'll get lucky with over Christmas. Oh, I know! Nice. Tell me, please. Because it's not Deutschland. Because I also don't think Germany really has an... Oh, they do actually. I'm full of shit. DP... No. It's not the Dominion Republic. Oh, that DP. Yeah, that's the wrong DP. I mean, in this context. Oh, you're from the States. Oh, weird. Okay. I probably just don't like shipping stuff across the pond. Which is fair. It's a hell of a journey for a pair of glasses. Gotta head out. It was nice to find. Thank you so much for joining the raid from Wormwood. I really appreciate it, and thank you for sticking with us. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and hopefully see you again. It's amazing how great your accent. Oh, thank you. No, I'm Dutch from the Netherlands. But I have lived in England for nearly 11 years now. So it's my accent hopefully isn't as bad as it was when I first moved. It's one of those things that I seem to be incapable of shifting for some reason. I can't even hold a Dutch accent, so I just sound vaguely Dutch, I think. But I really like English as a language. It's much more versatile than Dutch is. Dutch is a very direct language, very little nuance to it. It's all very to the point, which probably in part, or plays a part in the whole Dutch people are rude trope thing. I mean, they are, we are. But a large part of it is just that our language doesn't really lend itself very well to nuance or fluff. And Dutch people are very prone to do a literal translation thing. So they think of a sentence in Dutch and then do a direct translation into English. So rather than changing the grammar or using like idiom that would work with the what they're trying to convey, I suppose. It very often sounds absolutely horrendous because I've just used a Dutch sentence and I've just literally translated it into English, and now it's something that vaguely resembles English, but sounds like the worst kind of rude comment you've ever heard. You've been living in Germany for 3 years, you're learning it. But German is very difficult. I really struggled with it, and it's a language that is very close to Dutch, technically speaking. Yeah, Dutch and German are very similar, and I think a lot of people who live in the south of the Netherlands or in the east, they learn German in school. Like, well, all the kids in the Netherlands learn German in school, but there's like regional TV channels just across the border that get picked up. So kids listen to German TV sometimes, and as German as everything is like dubbed. There's a lot of German TV in the east and south of the Netherlands, which is yeah, I feel like people who live around there find it a lot easier to learn. I've really struggled with it. I never learned Latin in school, so for me all the die, der, die, das, den, das, it looked like magic, and all my classmates in school, they basically just spoke with Dutch with a German accent, and they managed to get passing grades in school, and that made me really angry. I'm a little bit of a language purist, a bit of a grammar Nazi. I don't like it when people butcher languages. Like, if you're learning, it's fine, but if you're pretending that you know what you're doing, I find that problematic. So I always try to speak proper German during my my German lessons in school, and needless to say, struggled a lot more than my friends did and got worse grades, which made me very angry. Very, very angry. I did not like it one bit, so I dropped German the moment I could. I stuck with French at the time, which is also difficult, incidentally. But at least French is actually a different language, so it felt less frustrating to learn a language that was actually very different from the language that I'm at the time was used to speaking. So yeah, it's all fallen out of my head since. Can't remember anything of the French, so I picked up Duolingo French about 132 days ago. But that's not quite the same. It's hard. Problem with being English, there's no obvious second language to learn. Are you thinking like obvious second language as in a language that is similar to English? Or a language that, because I feel like most people would go for Spanish in this if English is your main language. Or German or French. They're all very often used second languages. I mean, I've been told that the main or the best choice nowadays is Chinese for a second language, so could do that. They're learning Spanish, but it's like learning English in our schools. It's just basic. If you don't practice, you simply... No, it's true. I think, yeah, especially like in America, because you've got Mexico and a lot of Mexican immigrants and a lot of overlap there. At least you have the well, you have a reason to speak Spanish, I suppose. I think for the Netherlands, we learn different languages or other languages very young. Mostly because very few other countries in the world speak Dutch. Obviously there's Afrikaans in South Africa. You've got some Dutch in Indonesia, but they're not very happy about it, understandably. Then there's the... oh my god! Caffeinated Viking, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Can someone do a shout out for me, please, to Caffeinated Viking? And I will drop them a little follow. Viking raid! Follow! Thank you so much for the raid! We're here for coffee and a good time. I have a tea, I'm afraid. No coffee. It's a bit late. Thank you for that. I'm not sure if that worked. Did that work? No, that went. I think that needs to be. There we go. That's it. Tea is fine. More coffee for you. I love coffee. To be fair, but it's a bit late, and I know what I'm like. Not that caffeine really does much for me, but how was your stream, Caffeinated Viking? Did you have a nice time? What were you working on? How's it going, Fulgrim? It's going. This is the Forgeworld version. I'm very slowly making progress. I'm not a quick painter. I put his head on for a moment because I wanted to make sure that his wings aren't... well, they won't need... Thank you, Svartamaya. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I've done... mostly on the wings. I need to push the contrast a bit more. I need to give them an extra highlight. And possibly a little bit more shading, but at the moment I'm not unhappy with how they look. I've only done the actual like membranes and the spines fingery thingies. I still need to do the little teeth on the icky bits and the spikes on the tips. But I just love the pose on this model. I just think it looks so cool because his wings are up like that, and I just love how dynamic that looks, how intense. Don't get me wrong, I like the new model as well, but this one is just yeah, it just feels... When they announced the new one, I first saw the Forgeworld one. I was like, oh man, this Forgeworld one's actually way nicer than the new one, just purely because of the wings. So your stream was good. Currently painting up your Orc Blood Bowl team. Going slowly, but it's going. Nice. Blood Bowl does seem like a really fun thing to paint. I haven't touched it yet, or haven't like done any Blood Bowl yet. But I really like the idea of like having a group of models that are together but looking very different. It's a little bit more exciting than painting like a just getting a squad of Terminators or something like that. It's just, yeah, I feel like Blood Bowl has a bit more interesting poses and it looks really fun. But yeah, very slowly working my way through painting up Fulgrim. It's gonna be a while. I need to be finished by Christmas. Just started and joined the league, so frantically trying to get the table ready. Yep, that is the way it goes. Where do you play? I don't know if our local hobby store does Blood Bowl tournaments. I don't think they do. They mostly host Magic the Gathering tournaments and stuff. I don't think I've seen them organize Warhammer tournaments yet, although they are getting more into Warhammer. They've announced their December painting competition, and I am now trying to frantically work my way through finishing Fulgrim so that I can perhaps, well, the idea is paint up a Space Wolves Dreadnought, because the competition is for a winter themed model, and I feel if I put a Dreadnought on some ice with some snow and stuff and make him a Space Wolf, I think that will be a pretty good winter theme. And they thankfully split their they thankfully split their competition into two this time, because their first competition they didn't give us any notice. They had their 11-year anniversary event, and they said, oh yeah, we're also hosting a painting competition, so if in 4 days time just bring your favorite model that you've ever painted. And I had just sold my favorite model that I'd ever painted. So I had to bring something really old to, because I still wanted to bring something just to support and just to show face. And speaking of, I should probably pick that up. The place called Clubhouse Gaming, completely volunteer based with space for every game, tournaments, social painting, podcast space, lots of board games. Awesome. Pro tip: don't paint 3 Redemptor Dreadnoughts at once. That does sound like a pro tip. Why do I feel like you have you're speaking from experience? Used up your depression powers to do a Brutalis, Ballistas, and a normal one. Damn! I mean, the fact that you're able to get anything done with a Rage and Depression is amazing to me. When mine gets really bad, I can't get out of bed, so... Almost the time it gets me competitions. Once the Blood Bowl team is done, you have a competition entry to do by the 7th of October and another by the end of October. Oh my god. Would you be able to double dip? could you use one model for the other competition, or do you have to... Are you not allowed to bring models that have entered a different competition already? Because Fulgrim is for my Christmas/New Year's sort of in-house competition. Every year, some of our friends, we do Nivian and I host like a sort of New Year's party for some of our friends, and since the last couple of years, there's been a little friendly Warhammer competition. So the first year that I joined, we had to do a mini diorama, and this year it's a centerpiece model. That is the requirement. Unfortunately, the first is a specific model and the others for October, so I got ordered. Balls. I don't think I'd be able to do both. I know that technically and realistically, there is a lot of time from the start of October to the end of October. But I do 99% of my painting on stream, and 2 sessions a week is not a lot to try to get models done. So I'm frantically painting Fulgrim so that I can hopefully have enough time to do a dreadnought. Evening, hiya cat, you alright? Binge watching some Wednesday, which is nice. Between episodes and have a short break. Nice, I appreciate that, thank you. I haven't started a new season yet, I should, really. I do like... Oh, it's a good way to tell you actually. I reached out to One Page Rules, the company, because I found what I think will be a really, really cool model for the On the Day painting competition at RoseCon. But I wanted to check with them first if we could use that model, because obviously we'd be printing quite a few of them, and I didn't want to cause any friction, because it's not one of their free models, it's one of the paid ones. And they said it was a really good cause, and I was more than welcome to print up to 100 as long as I credit them and don't charge for the models. So they I will send you a picture once well, when I remember. Yes, exactly. It's very pretty. I showed it to Galloway first, just to get his thoughts on it, really. And he reckons that because it's got loads of different textures and well, things to it without being really busy or detailed, it would probably be a good model to use for the day. And it looks like it will be a solid, easy enough print. And Nivian has said that he will be more than happy to print them for us, so yeah, we'll do that. Just checking out Instagram. Really great work. Love your hobby space up. Thank you. Mrs. Obsessed with Squigs. Yeah, they're still in a box here. I still haven't. They're finished now. I don't think I've done a picture on Instagram of the bases, but I did some like. Let me just rinse my brush out so I don't end up with a crusty brush. That's your cue. Catch you. See you later. Cat. Have fun. Enjoy Wednesday. Yeah, I did some like some swampy bases on them, so they've got resin, water on them. Yeah, this is the dude, obviously. Oh, you can see it on this one. This one has like almost like a wave on it, and they were really fun. I had never painted squigs before, and I wanted like a palette cleanser, something that was just really silly and just fun to paint, and the squigs really were that. They were really fun, and yeah, just anyone who wants something silly to paint, squigs. If you want something half serious, Sylvaneth. And if you want something cool, Nighthaunt. That's my list. Yeah, they were really, really fun to paint. I had a really good time with them, and they went really quick as well. Like, I'm normally a slow painter. I'll be the first to admit that I take forever to paint. Yeah, this went fairly quick and really fun, and first time using resin on a base as well, so that was cool. I got some experience doing that. Because I think I'll have to use that for my dreadnought, which will also be a first. I have never painted a dreadnought or any large vehicle before. Not like that anyway. I've only ever painted some bikes and some what are they called? Like hovercraft kind of things. You open the news. Why would you do that to yourself? And is it something that we should know about? Been looking at the flesh user quartz, yeah. Love the Grand Jester Cormain. Really fun to make. I've been eyeing the new Kill Team. Was it Kill Team that came out? Bear with. These guys. These guys. If my thing will focus. They look so cool. That looks so much fun to paint. Oh, a controversial person has been shot. Oh, okay. Ah, the Drukhari, that's what their name is. The problem with my way of painting, which is pick up any model that you think is cool, is that combined with terrible memory. Can never remember what anything's called. But yeah, Fulgrim so far is proving to be very fun to paint. I'm having a good time with them. You do the same, only started paying attention now you're getting into the gaming side of the hobby to see if you enjoy it as much as the painting side. That's fair. I've never really... Well, I've played one small game of Age of Sigmar. Didn't hate it, but wasn't super excited about it. I'm unfortunately one of those people who struggles to stay focused on things for a longer period of time. So I find it really difficult to stay engaged, which I then find very unfair to my partner, gaming partner, who would be waiting for me to do stuff, and I'd be just like, ugh. Everything 701 bar ring, just acquired 14 million health, nice. I'm again struggling to get over those magical limits. I think I'm 704, but why are you so damp? Yeah, that's not. I'm not having any fun with that blue. Let's see what else we can grab. Oh Christ! Don't know if I did that. If I just unplugged my headphones, but let me know if I did. Dark blue is too bright. Barren blue. Lately with games you've been finding if it's appropriate for you to be working on something else, you do that instead. Like this morning, rather than playing a game, you cleaned the computer. Yeah. Well, that's so grown up though. That's too purple. Stop catching behind my drawer, silly cable. What are you? Hoeth blue. Calgar blue instead. Yeah. The thing for me is like I paint because it makes me happy. You're also worried about cooking your computer, well that's fair. I paint because it makes me happy. And it I find it incredibly difficult to do things that don't make me happy outside of work, because I already feel like I'm doing so much that doesn't make me happy at work that I really struggle to motivate myself to do stuff that I'm not too keen on, if that makes sense. So, I sort of stick to the main chores that need to happen. And then if I still have energy left outside of that, I might do that. But not cooking your computer is pretty good reason to clean your PC, to be fair. Your issue is less things making me unhappy and more looking back at things and feeling regret. Oh god. Don't regret things, that's not good. You're too ADHD for that, also hi. Yeah, I mostly feel happy for even just starting something. Like, one of my biggest challenges is starting something new, so if that's something that's fun, I'm proud of myself. If that's something that's not fun, then I'm still proud of myself. We'll leave a lurk to go get food and clean up your hobby space, but if you're not back before I finish, great meeting. Thank you. I really appreciate you hanging out with us for a bit. It's been a pleasure having you. Thank you so much for the raid, and I hope to catch you again soon. I won't be here for much longer because it's well, 9:30 here, and I need to go sleep soon. But it's been a pleasure. Is that whoa-ho or woohoo? Woohoo! Wuhan. Gonna bounce? Yes, I'll be here Saturday. Am I here Saturday? Yes, I should be. Let me double check. Bear with. Saturday. Yes, I'll be here. Have a nice rest of your evening, Painter. Much appreciate you hanging out. What's with Wuhan? Is that where the problem happened? Thanks for stream. See you then. See you then, Painter. Have a nice rest of your week and see you Saturday. Just popped in your head when you said woohoo. Hello. Well, Wuhan Mulan. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. I'm alright. Today's been a bit of a struggle day. But painting helps, so here we are. Hey, what up, my favorite warrior? Just tired as usual. White Wolf! Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Can someone do a shout out, please, to White Wolf? I think everyone probably knows him, but just in case. Hi, Jace, you alright? So much for sleeping. Hi, Baldy. Thank you for the raid, White Wolf. And thank you for the shout out, Zach. Much appreciated. How's it going, everyone? I'm a little bit miffed. I was expecting. No, you're a problem now. Yeah, I was like, oh, if White Wolf's still here in 10 minutes, I'm gonna raid him. But nope. Wolf told us to stay here instead of watching 80s porno. Well, that's a problem. Like, why would you say that? That's a waste of time. You should watch the 80s porno, obviously. Obviously. There is a way to automate that, yeah. I just haven't been able to sort out my Nightbot yet to fix that. Thank you, I appreciate that. Fulgrim's coming on nicely. He's getting there, yeah. I am quite happy with how the skin looks at the moment. His head is just blue tacked in at the moment, but I wanted to have him in there to have a bit of a idea of what was going on. The wings, they are mostly there. Give me your credentials, shall I put it? If I will try and find them. Yeah, they're mostly there. I want to push the highlights a bit more, the contrast. So slightly brighter, slightly more in the shades, I think. Oh, he does got wings. Yeah, he's they're really cool as well. Like they go like this, like up and out. They are absolutely bananas. Bear with. There you go, like that. It's a very dynamic pose. This is too much for my brain. I know he's got the bat wings. Look at the wingspan. Look at that wingspan. Like, Book Talk girlie's gonna know a thing now. Almost big enough to be functional, yeah. Well, they're functional enough to give the Book Talk girls ideas. What have you been working on, White Wolf? If you're still here, that is. Completely understand if you need to shoot off because it is quite late. Minor complaint with anger on the wings are folded in too much to each other. Ariman. I shall have to Google him. Wings, snake body, horns, wings, and 4 sets of arms, and long hair, I know, and cheekbones I could cut glass. The man's a dreamboat. It's a shame he's such a dick. Unfortunately, not in a... Oh, he's morally grey. Morally grey biker boy. No, he's not morally grey biker boy. He is a deeply, deeply troubled boy. Tries to fix 1,000 suns, but accidentally made them into Sahara Desert instead. Oops. probably not what was intended, but... Not quite a peek of use of Magnus, but close. I feel like there's a lot of that going on in the Warhammer universe, to be honest. Like, oh, I'll fix it. Whoops. Armin fears no man except Dyson. I read a book the other day where a girl absolutely vaporizes or like dustifies an angel. Don't worry, he's evil. And she hoovers him up as well. It was very funny. There, I'm assuming the Hoover, because the Dusty Boys. Samson versus Henry Hoover challenge, impossible. Oh no. They do make hair dryers. Very expensive ones of that. If it has a fan that blows its socks out, it probably makes it. Yeah, I think so. And it's probably too expensive for what it is. I need a Dyson Airwrap for my hair. It's like, no you don't, just get a hairdryer. They are literally 15 quid on Amazon. As opposed to 499 quid for an Airwrap or however much they are. Like, not in a million years would I be spending 500 quid on a Hoover. Or on a hairdryer. Tomorrow is new paint day. Ooh! You can't survive without a Dyson Airwrap. Well, if that's your priorities, then I think you may need to reevaluate your life choices. But if that's how they want to live their lives, then I'm happy for them. Army paint their full set of metallics. Nice. I think the machine will give them the hair as well. Yeah, that's true. It's like, oh yeah, this thing will make my hair look amazing, like all these models in the commercials and all the TikToks. TikTok girls. It's like, sorry darling, that's not what's gonna happen. You'll have spent 500 quid on a hairdryer that dries your hair like any other hairdryer. Oh, little hell no, I don't have a hairdryer. Do wonder what happens when you do pee-pee in a Dyson Airblade. Ooh. I think it will go like that. I'll say that I got an airbrush for Christmas last year and it was your favourite tool for a good while until the hairdresser chopped it. Wait, you used to dry your hair with an airbrush? Oh, sorry, like a brush that has air going through it. Quite happy you have hair straight out of the Viking TV series. Bah. Envy. I don't mind my hair. My hair does all right. I've always been. I've basically not have it. I've basically had it not colored for probably about maybe 6 months or a year or something since I was 16. And it's still being very nice to me. So I feel like my hair deserves some applause. It hasn't fallen out yet. I accidentally overdid it on the dirtying of Angron's armor, so I need to rectify it. Also an excuse to buy more paint, yes. Annoyingly, those AK interactive oil washes are all sold out everywhere. Oh yeah, the pin washes. Yeah, I'm not surprised. They look fantastic, so I'm not surprised that they've gone immediately. Yeah, also want. I also really want the Goblin Hobbies stamping kit. Not that I ever do like decals, but it just itches my brain in the right way. But even though they did bring out a second wave of them, they didn't ship them outside of the US yet, so probably find some basic designs on nail stamping plates. Yeah, but meh. Yeah, true. It's not the same though. Like, I also really want the Ninjon. Yes, I know it is. Yeah, it is the same. But it's not. But I also really want the Ninjon color cards. Like, realistically, how often am I going to need someone else to decide a color palette for me? But holy moly, that's so cool. I want. But I can't exactly spend 90 quid at the moment on 2 boxes of cards. I know, right? They're so cool. Very much want. Very much want. But yeah, they're 2 boxes, 45 quid each. Dollars though, sorry. It's $90, so it's not quite that much. Someone could spend and send as a gift. They're expensive. They're very expensive. And it's one of those things like, I want, but do I need? Like I was raided earlier by Wormwood Gaming Furniture. They make tables essentially for tabletop gaming and stuff, and it's another one of those things that I really want, but do I need? Yeah, exactly. They're so cool. I'll put the link back in the chat because they I won't do it like that. I will paste. It doesn't paste. It doesn't paste. Copy. Paste. Why will you not paste? Control V. Why does that work and why does paste not work? That's such bullshit. Where would I put it? It would be instead of the kitchen table. I would get rid of the dining table and get that. Because it's still a dining table. It's very fancy. With like the recessed. But again, like, I don't play D&D. I don't really do any poker nights or anything like that where it would be important for me or useful for me to have a table like that. I very much would be buying something just for the sake of buying something. Might be incentive to start, yeah. Who would I invite though? I have no nearby mates. Everyone is far away. It's like that children's book. All my friends are dead. All my friends are far away. Yeah, Holly, but she's also not very close at the moment. She's in Thetford. Oh, Zach is also not very close. I mean, I could probably find people. Like, I could... If I really was really desperate to, I just... post invitations in my local hobby store or something like that, but... It's more one of those... wants rather than needs again. Like, I love cool stuff. Work friends, 6-hour round trip for D&D night, hell yeah. Yeah. Right, so it is freaking late. I've just realised. I've just lost my paintbrush under my keyboard. Fantastic. Oh look, I don't want to be that guy, but also stand your brain, so... yeah, I know. So, I've done first coats on the scalies. I need to bring in 2 more highlight colors, I think, in there. Nearly done with the wings. They need to be a little bit more highlighty and a little bit more shady, and then the clawsy things. You'll buy it, use it for a couple of months, and then be annoyed at yourself for wasting all that money on something you never needed. No, exactly, that's it. Exactly that, because I know what I'm like, and I will be very excited, I will love it, and then not use it, because this is hyperfixation time and silly excitement over stuff that isn't really required. Not that that's a problem necessarily, but it's just a thing that I need to be aware of, that I don't spend shitloads of money on stuff that I will be very excited about for a few months and then not anymore. So here we are. I know what I'm like. Neurosparkly, exactly. Happy, and then not anymore. Right, let us have a quick look to see. Oh, I've actually rated myself. That's always fun. Let me see who is about. I can't remember who they are. I think we're going to go here. Because they look like they're painting something cool. I've been there before, I'm pretty sure. So we'll you enclose, yeah. Well, that's fair. Like we just love these things, and then we get excited, and that's what it is. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I've had a very nice stream, which was nice after the day I've had, so I really appreciate it. I'm going to create a raid. We're going to go to Arcane Canvas Studios. I can't remember who they are, but I'm following them, so apparently I've been there before. Love you all. Hopefully I will see you all again on Saturday. I'll have a stream starting around 2 PM UK time. And yeah. See you then. Have a lovely rest of your Wednesday. Sleep well when you get to it, and bye bye.